Well, welcome to everybody, and especially welcome to those of you who are new among us. We are very glad you're here. And if you want, you can fill out a Connect card, which is in the back of some of these chairs, usually I think one per row. That will, you have a space there to request that you can sign up for our email list. And that is just a once a week email push that lets you know what's going on in the church. Also, if you'd like to have one of our pastors call you, you can request that as well, and they'll contact you if you have any questions or concerns. Since we're talking about newcomers, we are having a Newcomers Dinner. It's on October the 16th. It'll be at the Ronskis in Orange, and you can get directions for that if you're interested in an email that will come to you. But if you are interested, you can contact the church office. There's a number in your bulletin actually that you can call and RSVP. There's also an email address. That's just a time for those of you who are new, very new, or been here a while, to come and just learn about our church, what's going on at our church, a little bit about the history of Holy Trinity, and also for those of you, which is probably most of us, who are new to Anglicanism, just a little bit about what that means to be an Anglican. So at that newcomer dinner, our rector, or Pastor Jordan, will be there. He'll give maybe a little bit of a talk and also have a time for question and answers. And there's also going to be some of those from leadership in the church to be there as well, just to get to know those of you who are new. So please sign up for that. Again, RSVP via email or the phone number. Sonora Elementary School. Last week there was a prayer walk, and probably during that prayer walk they noticed that some of the planter boxes that our church had helped to build, this is near and dear to my heart. Our son cooperated with the church to build those, to tear down the old ones, to build new ones for his Eagle Scout project. Some of that has deteriorated because they haven't been used because of COVID. So the original intention there was for students to use it as an educational opportunity to plant and tend a garden. And so next Saturday at 9 a.m., I believe, through 11:30 a.m., we're going to gather, for those of you who are interested, and sort of tend to the garden. So weed and replant that garden so that they can make use of it. So you can contact Christy DeVito. Her email is in the bulletin as well. And I think there's no phone number, but just contact her if you're interested. And again, that'll be next Saturday at Sonora Elementary School from 9 to 11:30 a.m. Children's ministry training. So Israel is going to conduct a training session, and this is also an information section. That's going to be next Sunday, October the 10th. It's going to be in the conference room that's just outside here. If you just walk straight out, you'll walk right into it with the big windows. It'll be conducted there. It'll be from 4, and I think the bulletin says 7, but it'll be 4 to 6:30 p.m. Dinner will be provided, and that's going to be for anybody who's interested in joining in ministry and teaching our children. And they're going to cover how you do that, the techniques to do that. They're going to cover child protection and all those sorts of things. And so again, the incentive dinner will be provided. I think I mentioned that before, but so 4 to 6:30 p.m. Let me back up real quick to the Sonora deal. If you are coming to that, please bring gloves and any kind of gardening implements that you have. So rakes, shovels, whatever you feel appropriate. So please bring whatever you have to help out with that for the Sonora. And then the last thing is Rhythms for Life, which is our adult discipleship class, which takes place just outside of those doors in the youth room, Sundays at 1:15. So it's ongoing. I think we're on our 3rd or 4th Sunday. That's just a time to get together. It's an hour from 1:15 to 2:15 preceding the service. And we're talking about the rhythms of both your personal life, your spiritual life and formation, and also the rhythms of the church life. So for Dave, for instance, Trevecca led us through the church calendar. Next week, I think it's going to be Tom Carmody leading us through the prayer book spirituality. So the prayer book being the Anglican Book of Common Prayer, and probably how we use that in our daily lives, and also how the church uses it for corporate worship. So we're going to do something a little different this Sunday for our tithes and offerings. We were just giving, at least physically giving out in the fellowship hall. So this Sunday we've set up 2 boxes right back in the back here, and Travis is going to lead us in some worship and for a time of the giving of our tithes and offerings. Right before we do that, though, at the bottom of your bulletin, there's a little update on the church's financial condition. So if you're interested in that, that's there.